customer is more demanding than ever. There's an element which I think has been driven by Amazon over the last few years, which is I want it now, as in, can I have it this afternoon or this morning? I have it tomorrow morning, please, between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. So there's an immediacy about retail brand and consumer and product that customers becoming ingrained in customers now, and particularly, so especially the younger customer, but they're also shopping differently. So they're using social media to shop. Click on that. I want that. Bang. Where can I get it from? Boom. Then 2 clicks, job done. So I think there's a piece around immediacy, but also there's a piece for the retailers to have understanding and relevance about what their offer is. And then how do they get in with the convenience? And then also the two major issues in retail, which have been around since, time immemorial: quality and value, which equal price to me. There's a piece around price, which is the cheapest product on the market, and that's why the Temus of this world and Shines of Sheins or whatever they going to call them, they've done their thing. But there comes a point where people go, actually, it falls apart and it's disposable. And I think there's a piece around people realizing the fast fashion piece has now caused us major issues environmentally down the road in terms of disposability, etc. So I think understanding relevance, convenience, and immediacy are really important. But you need to understand who your customer is, first of all, and then what it is you want to sell them and how you want to engage with them. And this is where online and loyalty is a real important piece in this, James, because if you can give customer a great product in a timely manner, at the same time, they're getting something else, which allows them to do something else differently in another space with those loyalty points or whatever it is, then I think that enhances your offer. And I think AI, for me, and I had an hour-long conversation this morning with a friend of mine in a brand I may not get involved in, and he goes, I'm thinking that by using AI in this way, I can downsize the home office and spend more time being a virtual, digitally focused brand. And we had a long conversation about it, and he's absolutely right. He said, instead of having a team of graphic designers, I have one graphic designer with the right AI model goes in and goes, right, I want to do a 3 for 2 offer on these 5 products. Can you come up with 10 different versions for me? And boom, it's there. Pick the 3 you want, away you go. So, and then that then links into the social media, into Shopify, and then into the ultimate consumer transaction from an online perspective. And I think with regard to department stores, I think they have to be smaller. They have to be really focused. They have to embrace all the things we just talked about. Understand the customer, the online piece, the social media piece, the AI. So you have to engage with your customer on multiple levels through multiple media so that you're capturing them and also you're capturing their attention, because that's what it's about. And the TikTok generation, it's all about those 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever it is. And if you're not in that space, you won't become relevant. But having said that, you'll still have customers that want to go into a store and try product on and have that experience. So how do you balance that? And how do you still do the AI? The online AI, I think, for retailers is really going to be about how it makes you more efficient, to allow to spend more time on the front end of the business in terms of and how it links in with your social media and drives you online. And then how do you use AI in the store environment where, how do people try things on a different way? And it's all of the above, if you like.